The dominoes continue to fall. Hey everybody, Scott Walters, buckle up, strap in. I got a hard-hitting, pull no punches, no sugarcoating, no rainbows, no sunshine. It's going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. The dominoes literally are starting to fall. Another forward indicator of what's currently happening, friends, with our economy. And guess what? It's going to take the housing market along for the ride. Make no mistake about it. You've heard me say many times, I know, probably too many, the housing market and the economy are tied together. If you lose one of them, you will lose the other. So when I see Domino's Pizza, one of the biggest restaurant chains in the world, not only closing a couple locations in a couple cities, thousands, I heard thousands of Domino's are shutting their doors. They're trying to do what's called avoid bankruptcy. Listen, friends, it all comes back to the crisis. Just because you have your masks off, it's not rainbows and sunshine out there, to say the least. We've got a ugly elephant in the room. You see, all these companies like Domino's and every other company out there accessed PPP loans, forgivable loans. They didn't have to pay them back, and they propped their companies up during stimulus, and now that's over. So now it's time to put up or shut out. Shutting up. They're shuttering locations. So when I see Domino's, who typically would do well in a recession, in fact, in the last great recession of 2008, Domino's did quite well because people looked at places they could save some money. No more fancy dinners out. No, it's a 2-for-1 Domino's pizza special. Now we can't even do that. The cost for even Domino's is astronomical. They can't operate anymore. If you survived on providing a cheap meal and you can no longer provide a cheap meal, but you're known for having cheap meals, you're in trouble. We've heard McDonald's pulling the plug on location. Starbucks, you're done. Starbucks was a place where you could go look trendy and cool. Not anymore. You look lame. You look lame if you're going to Starbucks and drinking overpriced coffee. It's over. It's over. Why, you ask? Well, you're right. Oh, Scott, in my city, we still have Starbucks, and I go to Starbucks. So guess what? They're closing all over, not only America, the world. This will be a global financial crisis, mark my words. And it pains me to say that, other than the fact that I'm raising awareness and letting people know, because if and when this thing plays out, I don't want you to be a deer in the headlights. I want you to be able to navigate through this efficiently, maybe be able to go buy the true dip, because that dip is knocking on the door now. When I see Domino's Pizza shutting down thousands of stores, if you have a Domino's in your town and it's shutting down, your real estate's taking a hit. It's going to take a hit. Mark my words, because that's a sign that local businesses and people's local economies can't even tolerate a pizza joint anymore. That is bad. And I continue to think about all these companies, Bed Bath & Beyond. There is a big reset coming, but it was all courtesy of kicking the can down the road. Leadership should have let this thing crash. Day one, we had already been talking about the rebuild effort. Now we're talking about just entering in the vortex, the perfect storm of what's about to be delivered. So you can't rule it out, my friends. And listen, my job is to continue to raise awareness, ring the bell, and sound the alarm. This is an economic awareness channel. I monitor the health and the fitness of the U.S. housing market because that's where I play. I own real estate, commercial and residential, rentals, buy, sell. I do it all. For you guys, helping plenty of you guys. Thank you for everybody that's used Scott Walters for your real estate needs all across America. My job, I've always said to you, test the property. Don't fall in love with it. We're going to test it. Are you ready to walk away? Don't fall in love with it. Otherwise, you can just go over to the FOMO factory and deal with their on-site sales script trained agents and let them double end the deal and walk you into a mold home or a FOMO factory that's falling apart because scab workers built those things. Is that what you want? Or do you want to go kick the tires, shake the trees, and understand the waters we're swimming in now? A shark infested. And if you're an agent, I continue to hear these stories where, oh, my agent didn't want to submit the offer because they said they didn't want to offend the selling agent because they have to work with them. Get ready to offend a few agents. Put your client's needs before your own. Wow, what is going on out there today? But the realities are this, friends. The dominoes are literally falling now. This is a forward indicator. When you see Domino's Pizza shutting down, not a few locations in a couple of sketchy cities like Portland or LA or Frisco or Vegas. No, thousands of stores. And this is a company that typically thrives in recessionary times. In the last recession, they thrived because people turned to them to save a buck. This is a bad indicator. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator. Somebody wants to see not only win in real estate, win in life, my friends, win in life. You have to look, you got to read between the lines and look between the cracks right now, in my opinion. At least that's what I'm doing. And I know many of you are as well. And I know I'm preaching to the choir on a lot of this stuff. But I know we have new and young people that don't understand booms and busts. We've always had them. We just went through the biggest boom ever recorded in human history. That should have your full and undivided attention. When you hear companies, I mean, take your pick, throw a dart at a map of company names. They're either throwing people overboard, doing layoffs, shutting down locations, or are going bankrupt. Bed Bath & Beyond, gone. Domino's shutting down stores. McDonald's shutting down stores. Everybody shutting down, trying to avoid bankruptcy. This is a very different bubble. I always heard this time is different though, Scott. This time is different. And I always say, you're right, this time is different. It's worse. I didn't see Domino's shutting down thousands of stores in the last recession. And here's the scary part. We're just getting started. We're just exiting a pandemic, entering a recession. Those are the waters we're swimming in now. Be very awake right now, friends, very awake. I do my best to entertain, educate, and inform and just raise awareness. That's our jobs here. I always want to help people. I want to help people win in real estate because that's where 90% of all millionaires made their money, not by owning their house, buying in a bubble. No. Buying outside the bubble, not owning your house, and if you are, making sure it pencils out. So eventually you can turn it into investment property. You don't have to do it right away, but eventually. Otherwise, you're going to be tied to your house for life. A debt slave, an upside-down owner who can't sell their house for what they paid for it, can't rent it for what the payment is, landlocked, and buy a home. Believe me, friends, as much as I love real estate, it's not worth that much. It's not worth letting anything own that much of you. You need to own your houses. And I'm going to be here to show you how every step of the way, because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to contact me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you need help buying or selling real estate here in America, I have the biggest network of top-rated agents in the nation, ready to assist you. It'd be our honor and our privilege to do so. Email in the description for you as well. Also, if you're watching from your television set today and you enjoyed this video, I know you're going to love the next video on your screen, and there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Please go make it count today. I'll see you on the next video.